quite insane to try to do a process like this with so many people. Consecration is an effort to encapsulate that energy, that source, which generally is referred to as the divine. Naturally, it draws people's attention and creates a possibility for not only an experience, but enhancement and empowerment of life. Even if they don't understand mentally, something will happen. So this is Yogeshwara. So what is it that we are trying to do in the form of consecration? Something larger than yourself, something which is the basis of your existence keeps this going. So this intelligence in some way is encapsulated in you. So now consecration is an effort to encapsulate that energy in a more enduring form. Right now what we have is mercury, which is nearly 14 times specific gravity of water, that means 14 times heavier and thicker than water. Shivaya Anageshwaraya Nageshwaraya Namah Shankaraya Bhuteshwaraya Shiva Yogeshwaraya Namah. It's quite insane to try to do a process like this with so many people. But I trust you. You're not here as a spectator. I want you to be a part of the process. You're literally chanting, paying your attention, building a form in front of you. The idea is, if you keep your hands like this, you're approximately 17 to 20 to 21 inches from your ajna. This is the place where your akash is. So you're drawing a form in the akash. Gradually it'll manifest itself. You must keep the form. So it is not just a psychological effort to pinpoint a place, it's an energetic effort. So that it naturally gets focused and naturally it draws people's attention and creates a possibility for not only an experience but enhancement and empowerment of life. Yoga means union, you know. Yoga also means ultimate empowerment. If you're in union with everything, it is a tremendous empowerment. Karpuragaram Karunavataram Bhujage
Sada vasantam hridayavindhe bhavam bhavani sahitam namami sahitam namami.
You can create Panchagni like this in your own home and benefit from that. These 6 triangles represent the 6 chakras. You just burn this for 6 to 8 hours in the day and the Akashic element will become dominant. If there are sick people, growing children, old people, it will do wonders for them. Every human being like to have their own food and their own water, of course. If you hate somebody sitting next to you, you would like to have your own air. When you find everybody around you is not as fired up as you are towards your growth and ultimate possibility, then you want to have your own fire. You don't want to sit in common fires. A sadhu will never sit around fire with householders. He doesn't want to sit with them. He doesn't want to communicate on that level with people who are involved in the ways of the body. So he'll want his own fire. He wants to communicate only with forces which are beyond him. Communicate does not mean speaking. He may be speaking to other people, but he doesn't want his energies to get mixed up with everybody. He does not want the subtler aspect of his being, subtler aspect of his presence and his existence to get mixed up with various others. Because when you sit around a fire, in some way you merge with each other. You don't want to… If you're working towards a certain quality, a sadhu who has attained a certain mastery over his life does not want to sit with anybody. He wants to have his own fire and sit with that because he wishes to communicate only with the divine, not with anybody else. So a personal dhuni. And these dhunis were done in so many ways. The basic dhuni comes in what's called as Panchagni. There are Panchagni sadhanas, Panchagni mantras, Panchagni kriyas. We can make you experiment with a small Panchagni in your home and see how you can transform your home. Let's say you want to create a meditation space in your home. Or let's say you have old people or children in the house, or somebody is sick, then just for regular general conduciveness also, you can do this. You use all the 5 elements to do this. You create… I'm not a great artist, but I'll try. So, you just draw 4 triangles, 2 upward-facing triangles, 2 downward-facing triangles. Let's say you spaced it out like 10 by 10, 10 feet by 10 feet, or 6 feet by 6 feet, or whatever the space you want to create, and a central 2 triangles intersecting so that it forms like an anahata star. You can draw this with flour, rice flour, or you can draw this with grains, let's say pulses, or just rice. You can just make an outline or you can fill it. The important thing is something that's earthy. You can even use fine red earth to do this. So, totally there are 6 triangles here. These 6 triangles represent the 6 chakras, because the 7th one is not something that you manipulate like this. It's the 6 chakras and the 5 elements and the 5 different fires. So you create a plate, preferably a copper plate or any metal plate, let's say, filled with water, and in that you keep a lamp, a ghee lamp or a vegetable oil lamp, preferably sesame oil. Sesame generates heat. In winters, in entire southern India, people are eating a lot of till or sesame seeds to generate heat in the body. It generates enormous amount of heat. So sesame oil or ghee or any other vegetable oil and 5 lamps with water body around it. You just burn this for 6 to 8 hours in the day. This area will gather a certain level of our aura and the Akashic element will become dominant. If there are sick people, growing children, old people, it will do wonders for them. Or if you want to meditate, you want to create a meditative space, it will work beautifully. You can just create this kind of space for yourself every day if you just have this burning for 6 to 8 hours, and then you can remove that and sit there, or you can make it a permanent thing. You can put this on some kind of a sheet so that you can move it and put it back when you want to sit, or you can sit with it. There is no issue, you can just leave it as it is and sit with it. It could bring a lot of benefits, because this is a way of managing the Panchagni system. If one wants to learn mantras and kriyas associated with that, it is possible, but that will involve a different level of involvement and attention. But this is something that everybody can do. So you can create Panchagni like this in your own home and benefit from that. Why is Sadhguru getting so ritualistic? He told us none of the rituals are not necessary, everything can be done within 100%. If you know how to turn inward and maintain this Sarvagni within you, which touches everything in the universe, none of those things are needed. Where you sit is the most conducive place. Your very presence will work 1,000,000 times better than all these arrangements. But if you don't have that, nothing wrong in using external support. If you're in such a condition that your way of being is not influenced by anything around you, then you don't need any ritual, nothing is needed. What's within will take care of everything. Black is one thing you should never wear. This will determine the way your energy functions, the psychological stability that you have within you. Adiyogi is known in many ways, but one dimension of him is a Vairagi or a Vairagi as it's called. Rag means color, Vairag means to go beyond that which is color. Because color as we know it, color as our visual apparatus know it, is only a certain breakdown of the white light. Something looks red, not because it is red, because of the entire spectrum of colors which exist in the white light. It holds back everything and reflects only red, or in other words, what it rejects becomes its color. That means the perception is completely wrong. You think something is red. It's everything except red. And you think it's red because it's reflecting red light only, rest it's holding back. So something is white because it's reflecting everything as it is. So, if you move about in areas and spaces and situations where you have no control over what happens around you, always white was suggested. If you walked out, white, because you don't know what's happening. You don't know what's happening in the world around you, you don't know what's happening in whose mind, what thoughts, what emotions people carry. So white gives you a certain protection because it reflects everything, not just the light, the very energy. Black absorbs everything. If you're in a space where you want to absorb what is around you, you must wear black. But if you wear black in a place where you don't want to absorb, but you wear because you look slimmer, then you will start accumulating all kinds of things. I would… very unpopular thing to say, I would ascribe at least 20 to 25% of psychological struggles that people go to remaining in black clothes for long periods of time in all kinds of situations where they should not be. And I see because black is always bad, whether… let me not get into this. But somehow, black is considered negative, black is considered not so divine. Black is considered devilish. The devil comes, he will definitely come in black clothes. Based on this, people are wearing black for mourning. When somebody's dead, black is one thing you should never wear. If there is death around you, you must always wear white because you don't want to absorb that kind of energy. But I see everybody's wearing black when there is death. Complete misunderstanding of life or no awareness at all. You've just arrived at things intellectually that you think black signifies death. Yes, it does, I'm not saying no. But you want to become that or you want to stay away from that? Those who are dead. We respect that. But those who are alive should stay alive, they should not become half-dead, imbibing that kind of stuff. So if there's anything that you don't want to absorb, you must wear white. All the other colors are in between play, but it is between black and white. White means complete reflection, black means no reflection. In between is selective reflection. That's for fun. But where we want to really absorb something, we wear black. Where we want to reflect, then you wear white. So, this the reverse is being done for a long time. You don't go with this on the street, you don't go with this to the office. I'm saying black clothes, not just the black… this particular cloth. You don't go walk in the subway. I mean a railway station, not food, okay? It's all getting mixed up. You do not go to places where you don't want that atmosphere to enter you in black clothes, because this will determine the way your energy functions, this will determine the psychological stability that you have within you and variety of other aspects. Well, it has its tricks, okay? I'm standing next to a very famous chef, I have to prove something.
Nah. Voila! That's perfection. The crispness on the side, I can…
Like this. Did you see Sanjeev just ruining my akira?
I know! And he fixed it also! See?
Be ready, he may stay back here.
This is delicious.
We'll serve the next one for the minister, let's see what happens.
You will taste one spoon.
I can taste one.
Okay.
Yeah, I see that it's not killed her, so what's my problem?
He was waiting for it.
I will give you something which is kind of… in Karnataka it is a known recipe.
Yes.
But I've really tweaked it.
Okay. So I picked some greens, different kerai from close by, and I thought that that's the way to go. And I'll just put this here. Lots of green, since you talked about nutrition and leaves, and actually this is something that I love. I'll get that. Why Karnataka?
Because most of my early life I spent in Karnataka.
As a part of growing up, you cooked some part, little bit, sometimes?
Never.
Never.
In our homes, except on the Ganesh Chaturthi, we never entered the kitchen.
Never entered the kitchen.
On that day, we went there only to make designs
Okay.
of the…
Rangoli.
the kadubu. No, no,
Oh,
no.
Kodubu, okay.
Kodubu
of course.
designs.
Yeah, nice, yeah. I have heard a lot about your dosa though.
Today we are doing akiroti.
Akki roti.
You know what that means?
Yes.
Yes.
So, but I've heard a lot about your dosa. So what is special about your dosa?
There's IP on it, huh?
Gurus cannot keep IP, they have to share everything. There are no secrets in life. There are no secrets. In food, we as chefs, we always talk about balance of taste. Now, taste is different to everybody.
Yeah, you can cultivate any kind of taste you want.
Right.
But at the same time, there is some fundamental to how these four aspects of pungence, sourness, sweet and salt mix together. People may say it's my South Indian prejudice, but I've looked at it, I've spent time without my heritage, just looking at food. I don't think anywhere they figured out hundreds of ways in which these four things can be mixed. Salt, sourness, pungence and, sweet in a certain way. How it can be done, And I think there are more combinations out here than anywhere else.
Oh, that smells very nice. That's delicious. I can see the edges. Yeah. Smells very good. The crispness on the side, I can.
Because one side I have cooked, the other side I leave it to you. You just have to expertly turn it around.
I love that. I love that. That's fantastic. Yeah, that's easy.
Like this.
Yeah, for that, the trick is we need a pan which has a small edge.
Yeah. See, that's one reason why it's not cooking quickly, because it's flat. It needs a…
Yeah.
Did you see Sanjeev just ruining my akira?
I know. And he fixed it also. See?
That's good.
Yeah. He will fix it also. Yeah. Since I have to eat it, I have to fix it. Okay. So, let's see where is this going. Yeah. I think we have enough. I love the green.
You can't love your own food.
Oh.
I must love it, okay?
I will first love it.
You prepare it lovingly.
Yes, I prepare it
lovingly. But in the end, I love it or not matters, not what you love it.
That is so true. You always cook for
Yes.
somebody. That is so true. So, I believe that when you cook with love, it eventually…
not only cook, anything.
anything, yeah.
If you do with the pleasantness of emotion, things
Yes.
will turn out.
Yeah. So, I've seen you…
And if you cook with love and serve with love, even if it tastes bad, they're okay.
They are okay. Voila! That's perfection. That looks beautiful. Looks very, very good.
You got the geometry right.
Yeah.
I'm always a little bit of a geometric freak. I like everything to be geometrically
Geometrical.
correct. I was a little worried about the last, you know.
No, see, in food, aesthetics are very important. We say that all senses are important. So we eat with our eyes first. We smell it, we taste it, we touch it, and we hear it.
It must look attractive, it must smell attractive, it must taste attractive, and it must digest in a very attractive way.
Actually, even sound of food is something which now, of course…
I would prefer my food makes no sound.
no, cooking, see the
Cooking
crackling,
sound.
yeah.
Cooking sound is okay. Let me serve some chutney to you. This is a mint chutney.
Looks… So as we say, you eat with your eyes.
Be ready, he may stay back here.
Okay, I don't need to eat this to stay back here. I'll stay back here. Since he is traveling so much, someone needs to look after this place. So I've agreed to stay here. Thank you. This is absolutely an honor, Sadhguru. This is… So, this morning you talked about fragrance.
Tasted,
No,
You do this talking only when the food is bad.
no. Okay, I'll…
We'll serve the next one for the minister, let's see what happens to her.
This is delicious. So, is there a sadhana that you are doing that you will… or you will taste one?
I can taste one.
You can taste one. Yeah, because…
Yeah, I see that it's not killed her, so what's my problem?
He was waiting for it, he was waiting for it.
Someday, when I can afford, I'll have a chef like you.
No, that…
I got my meal.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
No,
Wonderful to
thank
have
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What is being looked forward to from a leader is, he should be able to see things that other people are not able to see. Leadership is not about you asserting yourself over somebody. It is about being able to harness everybody's aspirations and make it happen. What difference can you make in the world is no more in terms of charity. How innovative is your business? That's the business right now. Essentially, running an organization means, in some way, you're managing maybe 1,000 minds or 10,000 minds. If you cannot even manage yours, how are you going to manage everybody else? The success, even in a business space, is about growth. How many people are you touching? How vast is your operations? This is the growth of a business, not necessarily how much gold have you kept. For the very first time in the history of humanity, we have the necessary resource, we have the necessary capability, we have the necessary technology to address every human problem on the planet. Even 25 years ago, we couldn't have dreamt of it. But the only thing that is missing is consciousness. We are still thinking you versus me, we are not thinking we. When you have such a privilege in your hand, which is called as leadership, if you recognize that the work that you're doing is very important, first thing is you must work upon yourself. So leadership at any level, whether you're running your own business or a state or a nation, three basic qualities which sets a leader apart and makes him into a fruitful proposition for everybody around him is his integrity, his ability to inspire people to do the right things, and above all, insight. We have to understand that leadership today has to rise beyond national identities, because only then true democracy for humanity becomes meaningful process. Changing the consciousness of the leadership shouldn't take a long time if you find access to them. The only global mechanism on the planet is economic mechanism. Politics, military, religion, all these things are split up. Economy is one thing which bridges across all divides. Only an economic leader can cross boundaries and go where he wants. A political leader cannot do it, a military leader cannot do it, a religious leader cannot do it. The only person who can really build what he wants across the globe is only the economic leader ultimately. In this effort, at one time I aimed at the political leadership. Then I found the economic leaders are easier to work with, more willing to change And I think it's very important. The forum has done a fantastic job of putting these people together. Inclusiveness means making sure every human being on this planet has an active role to play in the economic process. Once you're a leader, the very way you think, the way you feel, the way you act, every single thing that you do affects millions of people. When such a privilege has been conferred upon an individual human being, I think it is a fundamental responsibility of every leader to do something about himself within himself, to elevate himself in whichever way possible. It's very, very essential today. In all these years of life, how many of you have passed through one 24-hour stretch, that is one single day, absolutely joyfully, without a single moment of irritation, agitation, pain, frustration? 24 hours. Very few people on this planet can say yes to this. Very few. The only and the worst crime that you can commit in this life is you did not explore the full depth and potential of life. Somebody decides what I should eat, what I should wear, where I should go, where I should not go, you call this slavery. But now somebody decides what should happen within me. Is this not slavery? Anybody can make you go haywire any moment in your life. Yes, people can provoke you to lose your balance within yourself. So, if this doesn't change, your ability to master your destiny is very minimal. You want your industry to go your way, you want your management to go your way, you want your family to go your way. Even on that level, if you have much more control over your physical body, your mind, your emotion and your energies, you will see very easily the world will start following you. Rather than you being a slave of the situations, you start creating situations the way you want it. So this is an inner science. As there is an external science for external well-being, there's an inner science for inner well-being.